brand new. Well, Alicia Keys actually said it, and Dallas Cowboys proved that to be right because they were a brand new team in Week 5, specifically on this offense, from the play calling to the offensive execution and the defense as well. They're finally clicking under Matt Eberflus. It all came together for the Cowboys to get their job done in Week 5 over the New York Jets, 37-22, the final in MetLife Stadium. And welcome into Cowboys Flashback. I'm Nicole Hutchison. Now, this wasn't just any win and another notch in the win column. This was a complete performance and the best performance the Cowboys team has put together throughout the entire 2025 season. Talking about Dak Prescott, who was sharp, in command of this offense, throwing for 4 passing touchdowns and no interceptions. We like those numbers. This offense showing some rhythm and balance, 180 rushing yards, 236 passing yards, and they did it without 4 of their starting 4 offensive linemen. So again, we like those numbers. Well, this defense finally getting it together. They set the tone early, pressuring Justin Fields, and kept it. They never let it go and never let up the entire game until late fourth quarter. Of course, they held the Jets to 3 points and allowed 2 more touchdowns. But they all clicked in all 3 phases of the game, and head coach Brian Schottenheimer certainly proud of it.
Well, I mean, we talk about it all the time. You don't win the game in the first quarter, second quarter. We knew this game was going to come down to the fourth quarter. We knew they'd make a run. It's a good football team. They're talented. Their defense made some really good adjustments. But, man, I'm just so proud. I mean, imagine going in with 4 brand-new offensive linemen, receivers that are still learning and growing. Ryan Flournoy, what can you say about him? How great he played. And the defense, man, what they did to Justin Fields today. He's an incredible competitor because he's got to be sore because we hit him a bunch. We pressured him all over the place. But, again, we talk about it all the time. Calvin, I mean, it's all about winning. And we found a way to win. But there's going to be a lot to correct, a lot to fix, and that's what we do as coaches.
Was Leah Faust's play just kind of the symbol of what your defense was about today, forcing that turnover and turning the game around a little bit? Yeah,
I think so. I mean, we've been pretty good at complimentary football the last couple of days or last couple of weeks. Sudden change, we call it, and I think we were pretty close to 100% today. But, yeah, incredible play. And I thought the defense played physical, man. I thought Maris did that. The pass rush was incredible, because I was sitting there working on calls, and I'd look up and see Justin, on his back or running for his life. And, great energy, man. Our guys expected to win this game. They expected to play well, and I think that's important, and that's what we're trying to build.
Clarence Hill, DLLS Cowboys, just getting back to the 4 offensive linemen and having 4 backups up front. Just keep talking about the team and to be able to overcome that. Is that a testament to the coaches, the players, what?
It's not a testament to the coaches. It's a testament to the players. The brotherhood that they believe in, the next man up mentality. I can't honestly say, though, Clarence, I don't remember ever having to go in with 4 brand new offensive linemen. But, again, I think it goes down to their belief in one another. I want to see the film, but I thought really, I thought Nate did some really good things. He's a very, very talented young man, as we know. A little rotation going there at left guard, trying to get, Hakeem and Trevor in there. But, shoot, what you could say about T.J. Bass last couple games. And but that was it was a little unique, for sure, going in with that deal.
How much does it help having Dak at quarterback to manage that situation? Because he throws to anybody. Flournoy had a big game. And,
yeah.
Pickett's your number 1 guy, but he may have 3-4 targets.
Yeah, I just, look, I think we're spoiled. I think he's one of the best players in the league, and he's certainly one of the best teammates and leaders I've ever been around. The guys believe in him. He's playing with a ton of confidence right now. And that's why you can do some of the things that we do, in terms of staying aggressive. And, I thought the game changed late in the second quarter, right? When we had the turnover, we went and got points, and then we got the 3 and out, and we were able to go, and Javonte had the huge run. But, that's a little thing. Javonte knows he cannot get tackled in bounds. So he's trying to score, but you saw him kind of veer to the left, saying, okay, if I can't get here, I got to get out of bounds because of the situation on the clock. And then, of course, very similar call to the 2-point play where we jumped off sides. We snuck Fergie back across. So
The run game obviously jumps out, and that's what's going to scream, whether you look at the paper or you watch the film, and his intensity, how he coaches with. Him and Riley and Chin Young, all of them, and just the intensity they have, that offensive line, and the details that they have them playing with. Credit to all of them. But Clayton brings a sense of intensity and focus and grit to our offense that you really can't quantify it, I guess. He's a great offensive coordinator, and it's a great mix between him, Shotty, and the rest of those guys. The way they're putting together, we've got a great staff that, being in this a long time, I'm thankful for.
Yeah, with Coach Schottenheimer, you've had a few coaches now. What do you think has stood out about him? Like maybe just off of this past week, coming off that tie against Green Bay, going in this game. How do you think that he's helped you guys and got you guys back on the right path?
I mean, that's just him being him. He's a stand-up guy who approaches each day the same, true to who he is, win, loss, draw, whatever it may be. You're going to get the same shot in. I think that's something that a lot of guys that makes it easy to follow and a lot of guys to respect. And something just as a play caller and, from our relationship that I appreciate is a guy who takes heavy accountability. And what I mean is, there was some drives today that didn't go well. I'll take responsibility for a number of them where there's third down, should have got to this play or that play, but just to him even in my head said, say, let me get something going for you. Let me do a better job of calling plays. And, whether it was his fault or not, when you're the quarterback, you're like, man, I appreciate that. Maybe it's not all on me and that they weren't your play calls. It's just taking accountability and then, he called the touchdown to GP. So, and then he goes, hey, I'm back in my bag. And I go, yeah, you are. So just incredible the way he approaches this game each and every day. And when you get to Sundays or whatever the game day is, he talks about playing free and playing, coaching and being loose. And he's the epitome of that. If you want to see somebody who's enjoying the moment, it's Shotty.
Well, this Cowboys team is now enjoying the moment. They got their first road win over the New York Jets since 2003. Yes, you heard that correctly. How the Cowboys offense get it done? That's up next here on Cowboys Flashback.
Dallas Cowboys Flashback, powered by Reliant, is brought to you by AT&T. Connecting changes everything. And by Reliant, official energy provider of the Dallas Cowboys. This segment is brought to you by AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
If you're looking for a consistent heartbeat of this Cowboys offense, well, you don't have to look much further. It's Javonte Williams, who is fresh off a career-high 135 rushing yards on 16 carries. He had a rushing touchdown and also a receiving one as well. But to take things even further, he averaged 8.4 yards per carry. The last player to do that was Ezekiel Elliott in 2016 with a minimum of 15 carries. But the difference is Javonte Williams did it with a second-team offensive line. Let's take a listen to what Javonte had to say post-game.
Yeah, I've been saying it all week. I trust those guys, even though they're backups. They're still NFL players. And no matter who in the game, we're gonna run our plays. We're gonna do what we got to do, and we're gonna execute.
66 yards run. Take us through that. What happened? You looked like you broke through a little bit of contact, then you were almost gone.
Yeah, it was like a trap play, and they always coach us just run between the linebackers. So I just followed the blocks. I think it was Brock. Maybe that was in front. Sorry, that was in front of me, but I just followed him, and it opened up.
It's still early in the season, but how much fun are you having being able to be as productive as you've been so far?
Yeah, I love it here. I like playing with my teammates. We got playmakers all over the field on both sides of the ball. And I feel like we're really just getting started. We got a lot of people that's probably going to come back next week from injury, so we just got to get it rolling.
Even with guys that were down, obviously the offensive line, we look at the wide receivers, CeeDee Lamb's out, Javonte Turpin. Just talk about what you saw from a guy like Javonte Turpin having a career game like he had.
Yeah, Flo. To my Flo. Yeah, Flo did what he had to do. Like Coach said all week, there's going to be a lot of guys that got to step up and play different positions and do different things. But, I feel like he had a great game, and it just goes to show how deep this team really is.
It's been a minute since the Cowboys have established a run game back. What does it mean to you to be that guy? Coach called you the bell cow earlier this week. What's it mean?
Yeah, it just feels good for them to have trust in me and just know that even if it don't start working in the first quarter, we just got to stick with it and keep going because we're going to need that later on down the season. And like I've been saying the whole time, it's other good backs in the room, and I feel like that's why I'm doing so good now because they push me every day.
Hey, the reason why Javonte was able to have so much success is because that Cowboys offensive line. And he told me at the beginning of the year, this is the best offensive line that in his opinion, he's played with. And there's been no drop-off just yet. I mean, of course, down 80% of their offensive line, also down 2 of their top 4 receivers in CeeDee Lamb and Javonte Turpin. But you had a lot of guys that stepped up in the passing game, like a Ryan Flournoy. Hello, welcome to the party. A career-high 114 receiving yards on 6 targets. Also a big day for Jake Ferguson as well. He finished tied for the most receptions amongst the tight end in league history. Let's take a listen to what Jake Ferguson had to say post-game.
I think, coming out here and, I don't think we started the game as fast as we wanted to, but, getting into the rhythm and getting into that zone that we wanted to be in, complementary football we've been talking about, and, just executing. And then you get down to the stretch, and we got that big lead. We just got to finish, I think, and, there's some things I know that we're going to be able to clean up, and that's really exciting because we got a long way to go, but I think it's trending up. So
obviously, one thing that you guys have struggled with just as a team is just on the defensive side of the ball, offensively been able to get it going. Just talk about the game that those guys put together.
Yeah, we know what they're capable of, and know what this team's capable of. We just got to, like I said, lock in on all 3 phases. It's not just them. Like I said at the beginning, it's complementary ball. If they get a stop, we got to go score. If we get a 3 and out, they got to go get a stop, and that's just where it comes down to. And we see what they do every single practice, so this doesn't surprise me at all. And I know they've got a lot more to go, and they can do a lot more too.
Can you speak to the offensive line for the guys filling in for the starters and just what y'all rate?
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all either. I mean, the way that O-line works, the way, the leaders of that room hold that room accountable, it doesn't surprise me at all. The guys stepping up. I remember going in there, and there were a couple different guards every once in a while, and it's the same outcome. It's domination, and it's locked in, laser focus, and that's what you need. It's next guy up mentality. This is the NFL. I think they did a great job.
What did you see from Ryan Flournoy that in practice and just leading up to this? What are you making?
Yeah, it was just his opportunity, and he took advantage of it. And like I said, it didn't surprise me at all. He's been doing that since he's been here. He's been making plays. He's been making those catches, those run after catches. And, he's passionate. He loves the game. And when you see that, that something good's going to happen.
It's all about the next man up mentality, and so far everybody's been taking advantage of it. You love to see it. This offense, though, trending upward in the right direction. Well, now this defense is now in the same boat. Matt Eberflus gets his first round of applause after Week 5. That's up next here on Cowboys Flashback.
This segment was brought to you by AT&T. Connecting changes everything. This segment is brought to you by Ashley, the official furniture store of the Dallas Cowboys.
Oso Odigizula, Kenny Clark, they got to start getting some pass rush inside.
Look at Wilson's way. That wasn't there. He gets swung around again and dropped. Another sack. It's Houston this time. James Houston, the former Lion, on a loss of 10.
That's the play of just a little over a $1 million contract player right there. The people wanted to see more of James Houston. Well, you see the results, finishing with 1.5 sacks. That's belonged to him. Of the 5 sacks that this defense was able to get. Now, this defense was active. You talk about QB pressures. They finished with 14, and they were also key in takeaways. How about Maris Liufau, who you had to fight for opportunities this season? Well, he's taken advantage of every opportunity. A key takeaway, and you saw that result, a defensive, offensive touchdown on that next drive. Let's take a listen to what Maris Liufau had to say post-game.
I just saw the opportunity and I took advantage of it. He was running away from me. I think he was looking at our safety, and I seen the ball loose. Just went after it.
It seemed like you not only made the tackle, but the kind of the strip all in one motion there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I punched at the ball, and like I said, I saw it the whole time, and I was fortunate to get it out.
What about the whole defensive effort? You guys flying around the ball today, made a lot of sacks.
Yeah, it's the way we practice. It's our identity. It's not surprising. I feel like it's just our standard.
Yeah. Eberflus said he was going to be adamant about punching the ball out this week in practice. How adamant and how much of a focus was that for you guys?
Yeah, it's a focus every single play, really. It's something we emphasize every play, every day. We talk about it, and this is why we do it, so it can show up on game day.
What was the mindset this week? Was it? Did it feel like a loss, a win, somewhere in between? Did it feel like you guys had something to prove?
Yeah, for sure. Tying it didn't feel good. I'll tell you that. I don't know what it felt like, but it didn't feel good. And so we just put our head down and work and came up with a win today, so we're proud of that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, defense played great. We finally put it together, showed the world who we can be, and that's what we're going to build. We're going to continue to build off this game. We're going to continue to get better, be consistent, and make those strides.
Add one more. I don't know if you've been asked already, but the tackle for loss run by the goal line. I mean, they decided to accept the penalty and not put it on the line. Can you just talk about that play right there and how it kind of put them back behind the chains?
Yeah, I just got left loose, and I was like, shoot, I'm going to go make a play. Made a play, helped the team out in the goal line, helped them to a field goal. Big pivotal moment, 4.7 play. And credit to my teammates, credit to everyone around me. I thought we played a great game on defense. It's going to continue to build on that.
Solomon Thomas, another key player, and how this interior defensive line has found some success. But this pass rush, certainly jumping off the film, you talk about the pass rush, you saw the benefits. You have your linebackers, of course, coming up and tackling, playing with better instincts. Their corners as well were getting up and getting handsy with guys. This is a good play from this Dallas defense. We're breaking it all down, though. Up next, George Teague joins the show.
This segment was brought to you by Ashley, the official furniture store of the Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas defense was put on the chopping blocks the first 4 weeks of the season, but they put together their best performance of the 2025 season in Week 5 against the Jets. Nicole Hutchison, George Teague here to break it all down. 5 sacks, 14 QB pressures. Those are numbers I like to see when you're talking about a defense that struggled really to consistently get pass rush. Well, they said, we got this now. We've got it all figured out. Matt Eberflus cooking up some different things against the Jets. And, go ahead, George, take it away. What'd you like?
Well, first, you alluded to it earlier, but guess who likes the pressure the most?
Who?
The defensive backs.
Hello.
The defensive backs, because they can play better pass coverage with that. So we're going to show you how this actually worked. We actually want to talk about a spy first. When you got a rushing quarterback, someone that you're worried about running the football, you got to add someone to watch him, right? And you got a big quarterback like this guy, typically it's not going to be a DB. It's going to be one of these guys in here. This is called a mug defense, so we got 2 extra linebackers up on the line of scrimmage. So we're going to let it run just for a quick second, and then I want you to see, if you stop it, Kenneth Murray, that's him, so you know who he is. He's actually the spy guy. So he's actually looking to see when this guy steps up and out, he needs to trigger very fast over here to try to contain, right? So that's what he does. He steps up and out, and here he goes. Man, I love it. Attacking the near hip, using the sideline to his advantage. Man, that's you can't draw it up any better like that.
Yeah, and the spy play obviously benefits other defenders because it directs them towards other guys like Sam Williams on that play and also Digizua. But I want to switch over to the sack party. I mean, because why not? Kenny Clark, James Houston obviously getting in on that action.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you like from those guys?
Well, you just called a couple of names, so I want to let's show them who you're actually talking about, right? So Kenny Clark's right here, and Odigizua is right here, all right? So you see those. Now, what you got to see is the line twist. He actually goes on the other side of the ball, twist, inside, contain, fall back in. All right, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to see because now you have guys in his face to his right where he can't escape. He can't even go left. Look at this, man. It's a house party. It's a house party, you say.
A house party. Hey.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I like it. I like it a lot. But you're seeing Matt Eberflus start to gain a little bit more confidence in his guys. You even saw on the back end their corners playing press man coverage a little bit more.
Yes.
So, obviously, what have you liked in terms of Matt Eberflus's play calling? Because, like I said, the confidence is certainly there within his personnel.
The progression is what you have. So a lot of times we want to get to the end result really, really fast. But I love it that he's just putting a little bit at a time. Guys are still learning. You have a full offseason, you think they're going to know the whole playbook. That's not true, right? So as long as you can keep adding things, little nuggets, it starts to confuse people. So I think they're right on track.
You said a key word right there, progression. This defense is progressing in the right direction. Well, this offense as well, everybody clicking in all 3 phases right now. You got to love it because it's Week 5, of course. A lot more to go, a lot more games to go. But we're wrapping things up here on Cowboys Flashback. Up next, don't go anywhere.
To watch more Dallas Cowboys content on your connected TV, download the Cowboys Now app on Amazon Fire, Roku, and Apple TV. Dallas Cowboys Flashback, powered by Reliant, was brought to you by AT&T. Connecting changes everything. And by Reliant, official energy provider of the Dallas Cowboys.
It's Cowboys, Carolina Panthers in Week 6. Can the Cowboys keep it going in Week 6? It's a noon kickoff. We'll find out soon shortly.